I am so excited to have you here today, lovely, and I am grateful that you're taking the time to hang on out. I am going to be putting on essentially a full face of makeup. I'm heading out to get my hair cut, and I go back and forth sometimes if I should kind of get done up when I get my hair cut or if I should not, because you know they splash around the water and everything, and it kind of gets a little messy, but it's all good. It's all good because today I just want to have it done with. Today is my band rehearsal day, so I do want to make sure that I'm looking and feeling good, and you know, having my makeup done ahead of time always helps. Plus, I also might have to run some extra errands that I don't know if I have to do or not. So I figured I'd come on here and do my makeup with you a little early. So feel free to come on in and say hello, lovely. Just doing that little hashtag hello, lovely helps me out so much. You might think it's silly that I suggest it, but actually by you commenting, it helps boost my algorithm so other people can see this and I can help other people feel more confident about their cosmetics, about how they feel in their skin and things like that. So feel free, as I said, put that hashtag hello lovely, whether you are interested in the makeup or not. It's just your little way to say hi and let me know that you were able to see this video. All right, so today I am going to be using spray foundation, which is my full coverage foundation. I'm going to use some bronzer. I'm going to talk about some cream blush. I'm going to let you know quickly about the special that I have that ends tonight at midnight. So it's like Cinderella, all sorts of cool things going on. But I also want to share with you some cool things that I learned about in a recent meditation about how to combat stress and anxiety by actually utilizing happy thoughts about upcoming events. So hello, Anna. Thank you so much for the hashtag. I am so happy to see that it's working for you. I'm going to just start things off with a little bit of skincare. And if I move around a lot, it's because Lumos is right here. Oh, not anymore. Now she just left. I have this little spot at my desk for her that I thought would be a great idea because she's always trying to climb on my lap whenever I'm podcasting, whenever I'm doing my makeup. So I made a little nook for her right here. And sometimes it's nice, but other times she is bothered that I'm too busy talking to a camera. And so she'll paw at me constantly, and her little claws sometimes catch on my dress. But I don't think it's going to happen right now because she was suddenly distracted by something else. Maybe it's a squirrel. Maybe it is the postal service person. Who knows what, but I am here for it. I get a little bit of freedom. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting on a little bit of my eye cream. You can either use an applicator. I like to use the applicator sometimes because it's cold, and I like that. I like that it just feels cold on my under eye bags. But sometimes I go and I use my fingers. I pat it in. It goes up to my crow's feet. Sometimes I even bring it up on the regular hood of my eye. So this has loads of great nourishing ingredients, including caffeine. So if you have darkness, under eye bags, fine lines, dry, kind of crepey under eye skin, you are going to want to start to use an eye cream morning and night. And this little tub lasts so long. You use smaller than a piece of rice. So it really packs a punch. The results I have are crazy from a bunch of my friends. And I am going to put on a little bit of my moisturizer. As I said, I haven't done my skincare yet. So I figured I would do that and come on in. So, I was doing a recent meditation, and sometimes meditations just hit me in the right way. I listen on an app called Calm. It is a monthly subscription. I think it's around $10, I want to say, a month. And that is a lot. That is a lot for me to pay for an app in general, but then like a subscription app, I'm like, are you crazy? But it helps me. It helps me so incredibly much. I am not at a point where I can personally like meditate by myself and just totally chill out in silence for tons of time. But what I like about this app is that it's guided meditations. So, there'll be little different topics. There will be long ones, short ones. And when there are moments of silence, when you're supposed to be focusing on your breath or focusing on something else, the person who leads the meditation will occasionally pop in like, don't worry, if you drifted off, go focus on your breath again. And I love that because it's like no judgment, but probably at that time I was drifting off. You need a glass slipper, says Anna. Putting a little bit of my lip mask on as my lips have gotten a wee bit dry. This is something that was in one of my first bundles. I think it was actually my first bundle. It is my lip mask. If you yourself are in a dry environment, if the changing of the seasons is rough on your skin, I'm telling you, this lip mask is amazing. I have had a few people say, I don't know where it is on your site. I can't find it. It's actually in my skincare section under masks. So it is a little harder to find. You can just write lip mask below if you need the direct link, or you can go to minutewithmary.com, click on skincare, click on masks, and it will be there. It should last you a year. It is so good. You can wear it as an overnight treatment, touch it up throughout the day. Really helps to kind of get rid of the dry, cracked lips, hydrates your lips. It's just chef's kiss. It's so, so good. Drifting while meditating can lead to great things. I agree, Anna. I agree. So this meditation that I listened to just the other day was about how when you have events that you can look forward to, just putting on some Prime and Set Mist, because I am going to be doing a primer setting spray sandwich, which is going to increase the longevity of my makeup today. Since I am going to get my my hair washed, I know that I'm going to get water and things all touched. So when I want to have like really good long lasting makeup, I do what's called a setting spray sandwich, where I do setting spray, primer, and then setting spray. I'm going to do my mattifying primer today. So yeah, when you have events to look forward to, and you focus on that it can make you really happy. So an example, like a big example, is say you have a big trip. Like we had our big trip going to Disney. And so for months, I was like, we're going to Disney, we're so excited. And I made the plans and I got the outfits and I got the books and I asked for advice. And that anticipation was exciting and it uplifted me. And on days when maybe I might have had some low moments, if I went and really kind of thought or kind of planned a little bit more about that trip, it would lift my spirits. So, this meditation really talked about this study, how when you have things that you can look forward to in the future, you can often actually get more joy from the planning and anticipation than actually the event itself, because it lasts for so long. You know, if you're looking forward to something, that anticipation can be days, weeks, months, even years for some of these events. So to really kind of like hold on to those things. And when you're in these times of anxiety of course is worrying about things that are not even yet to come, may not even come, to instead try to flip it a little bit and say, okay, let me think about something that I am looking forward to. So I just loved that idea, because there's always things that you can look forward to. They don't have to be as big as a wedding or Disney or things like that. They can be, a bit more smaller in size. They could be the holidays. They could be the holiday season. It could be, something like Thanksgiving or a meal. It could be having coffee with a friend. It could be a book release for a book that you're really excited about. So this whole study was about trying to find those things that you are looking forward to in the future, so that way that's what you think about. Because technically, physically in your body, anxiety and excitement feel the same in your body. So if you're going through anxious moments and you are able to kind of channel those feelings, those physical feelings, and say, you know what, I'm actually really excited for Thanksgiving. I love the way that we do our turkey. I am excited about, just like the people coming over. I'm excited for the parade, for football, all those kind of things. You can really try to train yourself like, oh, yes, this is nerves. Yes, this is anxiety, but it also can now feel exciting. And you can switch that into a different emotional feeling. And then your physical feeling will be the same, but it will have a happier kind of connotation to it. So I just absolutely loved that. And I actually utilized that technique with Blake. So I have talked about how, part of my issues with my health has recently been that I'm starting to have, or I have had heart issues, but I just recently found out about them, which is nerve-wracking, right? That's a little scary. And worst of all, I don't know what it is. Like, we're going and doing tests. I'm taking my spray foundation. Just gotta shake it for a second. We don't necessarily know what it is that's wrong with me, so I'm doing a lot of tests, and that in and of itself is anxiety-inducing. And part of the other issues is that I've had to go off of a lot of medication very quickly. So some of this medication has been anxiety medication. So while I'm going through an anxious time, oh no, something's wrong with my heart, I now have to have the medicine that has kind of helped me feel a little bit stabilized during a pretty treacherous, year and a half. I no longer can take it, and I have to go cold turkey. So cold turkey off of any medication is daunting, but cold turkey medication for anxiety and stuff is really, really daunting. So I I'm trying to just kind of soak up all of these extra modalities about how to keep myself happy, calm, optimistic, kind of grounded a bit, you know, because it's of course going to be like knowing that I have these unknown health issues. That is scary a little bit, but it doesn't need to be stop the presses, end of the world scary. So when I heard this meditation, it was perfect timing for me. It was just such perfect timing for me. Quick note, I used the spray foundation, which is my light feeling. It's like a feather light airbrushed kind of foundation on my eyes. Sometimes I use concealer, sometimes I use foundation, but I have a lot of freckles and veins on my eyes. So I like to put some eye primer and some foundation there just to cancel all of that out. So when I do have eyeshadows on it, it doesn't look all like discolored from my purple veins, my brown freckles, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people have discoloration on their eyes. So just know that if you're taking the time to do eyeshadows and you want those eyeshadows to be true in their colors, you may want to kind of cancel out and make your eyelids a little more neutral. I am going to go in right now and do some of my liquid eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my shade Reverent right here. So hearing that made me feel good. So I just kind of started to personally focus on the holidays and on the holiday season and the things that I'm looking forward to. My concerts, I'm going to be having loads of holiday concerts as long as my health stays good, which cross your fingers for me. I hope that I continue to stay healthy enough that I can play. I do have band rehearsal tonight. And I did get to play in my concert on Sunday, so that was a really big deal. So just kind of having these little things to look forward to and to remind yourself about and to plan the outfits for or to talk about with other friends, it really helps. So the next big trip that I have is actually going to be with Blake. We're going to go on a romantic trip to Mexico, to Tulum, Mexico. And I have never been to Mexico before. I am so excited about this. We're going to go see ancient ruins. We're going to go into these like cool caves with like beautiful turquoise water. It's just going to be a tropical paradise, and that's in January. And it's a trip that I earned. So it's an all expenses paid luxury resort on the ocean, and I earned it through my makeup company. And so not only am I excited about it, but it's even more exciting because I don't know, I'm like really proud of myself that I got to do something like that. It's not an easy feat to do it. So I'm really happy. So some things like, okay, what bathing suits do I want to bring? Or making sure that Blake's passport is all set. You know, things like that are building that anticipation and building that excitement. Even this Friday night, my kids have a movie night at their school. They're doing like a parents' night out. So the kids get to go to the school in their pajamas. They'll feed them pizza and popcorn. And they're going to show that movie Bad Guys. By the way, if you have not seen Bad Guys, I don't care how old you are or young at heart you are. It is a great movie. I loved it. But they're going to be able to watch Bad Guys with other peers from their school. And in the meantime, the parents get to go and have little dates. So that reminds me, I need to book somewhere, make a little reservation somewhere. But even that, it's like when there are times where, you know, I might be getting a little nervous about my next doctor's appointment, I can acknowledge it. Yes, it's real. You know, that's a real thing that's happening. But I also have these other things that are going to be happening in the meantime. So it's not that, you know, I don't tell myself, oh, that's not really happening, you know, but don't get sucked into it and have that be the only thing that's in your mind. So Blake was having a moment yesterday. We were in the car together and he was kind of just ruminating on, is that the right word? I think it's the right word. Sometimes I say that word incorrectly. On something that was making him nervous that necessarily wasn't true. Something that he was worried might happen or that people might interpret a certain way, but it wasn't even necessarily a true fact. So I used this exercise with him and I just talked with him about, you know, what are you excited about? And you know, it was about Thanksgiving. Blake's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. So we talked about what are you excited about for Thanksgiving and how do you want to do the turkey this year? And even something as simple as like our kids are older. So what aspects of the turkey can they do? You know, what aspects of, you know, helping with the meal can they do? So that was a really cool thing to not only have that could work for me, but then to be able to help Blake shift his, mind that was kind of stuck in that hamster wheel of worrisome thoughts. So I'd love to know if that's ever something that you have tried or used for yourself, or if you've ever realized that it's helped you. And if not, if it's something that can be worked into your repertoire, or, you know, if you have little nervous Nellies in your family, a partner, a kid, anybody like that, to try to help them. I actually word this in a different way for my son. And it's funny because I, of course, didn't know before this week that there was this study about having things to look forward to, kind of combating stress and anxiety. But with my son, we talk about a lot of things in regards to Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And sometimes when you're speaking with a younger child, sometimes you can speak in like real life terms and other times you can't. At least I can't talk about everything that I'd like to with my kids just because they don't necessarily have that vocabulary or that like worldly knowledge. But if I'm able to relate it to characters in stories or movies or, shows, that can sometimes help. So sometimes we talk about worries or anxiety in them being dementors. So technically the author had written dementors as kind of an embodiment of depression and just how they kind of suck all of the happiness out of the room and how you no longer can think happy thoughts and everything gets dark and cold and lonely. And so, there are moments for all of us when we have anxiety or worry and it really does feel consuming and you just have those really low days. Hopefully they are few and far in between for you. They're few and far in between for my son. I forgot to take my collagen. Excuse me. This is your daily reminder. If you haven't yet taken your collagen, take it. Liquid collagen is best. It is going to absorb 90% into your body. A powdered collagen, only about 20 to 30% of it gets absorbed. So if you see cheaper collagens like at your grocery store or anything, just know that if you want it for your hair, skin, nails, if you really want to have the most bang for your buck for your beauty needs, a liquid marine-based collagen is going to be your jam. So excuse me while I take this because I had it right here and I'm like, don't forget, Mary. Oh, I love it so much. So I have had some conversations with my son about dementors. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know the spell that helps dementors go away. If so, drop it below while I take my next little sip. What do you say if there's a dementor coming? Let's see if you know your Harry Potter facts. All right, I am done. So that little sachet, that's my daily dose serving of collagen. You can put it in the fridge, you can mix it in water, you can just have it plain. I actually keep a few of them inside my purse in case my day is busy and I don't remember to take it. If you're a forgetful person, put it in a place where you can remember to take it. But it's 5,000 milligrams of collagen. And it really makes a huge difference to help your skin have smaller pore size, help your wrinkles not be as prominent. Your skin is going to be more youthful and hydrated and glowing. Your hair is going to be stronger and grow thicker. Your nails will be stronger and thicker. It's bananas. So the spell is Expecto Patronum. And my son, what I've taught him is that when you're having big worries that you can't label, you can't be like, oh, I'm sad because I fell off my bike. That would make sense. Like that is a clear reason why you are sad, why you are down, why you hurt. But if there's days or situations where you can't quite put your finger on it, you're like, I'm just in a bad mood. As we as adults, we might just say, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or I don't know, I'm just kind of consumed by worries. By the way, you can see how full coverage this spray foundation is. I have a lot of pigment in my face. I have a lot of freckles, age spots, redness, but my neck is quite pale. My whole undertone and skin type is quite pale, especially this time of year. So what I'm choosing to do is more match my neck and have that kind of blend into the neck area. If I chose one of these darker colors, more of the pink or the brown, I would end up having a very pink or brown face compared to the rest of my body. So when you're choosing a fuller coverage foundation, you're really going to want to make sure that it more matches your neck. And that way you can add your bronzer and your blush into other aspects to put that dimension and color back. But you never want to necessarily look like you've got like a mask full of makeup that doesn't match your body. Because right now it looks bananas. But once it's just the makeup with my regular skin, you'll be like, oh yeah, that does make sense. But this is full coverage. This is what it is. It's like a clear canvas, not a clear, but a full canvas on your face. And I like this one for my full coverage because it is very, very light. Like it's feather air light. It's like an airbrush foundation. So it gives you that coverage without feeling like you have thick, cakey makeup on your skin. It does dry rather quickly, so that's why I work in just like small sections of my face, and I just kind of pat it. Oh no, my mom's calling me. I have to call her back. I'll call you back, Mom, if you're watching. So yeah, so I've taught my son expecto patronum. So when he has these worries and he can't fully understand like what it is or put his finger on it, he's just in a sour mood, or he's having worries about things that have not yet happened. You know, so we're talking about that anxiety, things that may not necessarily be true, things that may not necessarily have happened. We try to do an expecto patronum spell. All right, here we go. Full vampire, welcome to Winter Mary until I decide to do some Tanner. Oh, goodness me. Anybody else full vampire at this point? Usually I get pretty pale come like February, but I think because I haven't been outside as much just due to my ailments, I just got paler sooner. So welcome to my life. I am going to go in and do a little bit of contouring while we chat. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my stick foundation and add some dimension. So yeah, expecto patronum, what we do is we think of happy things that are just going to like jolt you into happiness. So maybe that is listening to a song that you can't help but sing along to. Maybe it's calling a friend that makes you happy. Maybe it's reading a book. For my son, a lot of times it's drawing. Like he loves art. So for us as adults, same thing, you know, is there a friend that you could call? Is there a song that lifts you up? Or are there things that you can look forward to that are coming up in the future that you can instead put your attention and energy towards that will help kind of get you out of that sour, foul mood and give you things to still look forward to in the future that have not yet happened, but that are more of a positive connotation. So this, once again, this is a stick foundation. It is a cream-based, technically foundation, but I sometimes love to use it as a contouring aspect. It helps bronze up my face. When you do fuller coverage foundation, you need to be adding some kind of a bronzer or blush to your face, or else you just look like a flat, one-dimensional person, especially if you have gotten paler like myself and you've kind of canceled out, you know, those age spots, those freckles, the pinkness, but now it's like you're a ghost. So adding in some definition with bronzing and blushing, it makes a huge, huge difference. And if you are in the market for bronzer or blush, hang tight, because tomorrow I got something special for you. I got something really, really special coming at you. Today's special, it ends at midnight, is a skincare special. So if you do wear makeup, you got to wash your face every night. You just got to. It's really, really important. And I am selling on sale my cleansing balm, which helps break it down. It really, really breaks it down beautifully. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi, Stephanie. Great to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in. So this is one option with a stick foundation. You can also use a pressed matte bronzer. This may or may not be something that you want to look forward to for tomorrow. So sometimes if I want to have a really, really strong hold on my makeup, I actually do both. I will do a creamy or spray foundation base, and then I will do a powder on top. So if you are in a humid environment, if you have a long day, maybe like a wedding, an all-day event, if you're going to the hair salon and you know that they're going to be washing your face and your hair and you're going to be getting water all over you, having a more liquid cream or spray-based foundation as your base, and then actually a little dusting of a powder version on top, those two layers of different products are going to give you crazy long-lasting results. Like crazy, crazy long-lasting results. Does it feel a little excessive for everyday wear? Yes. Okay, so this is not my everyday situation. I don't wear two different types of bronzers every single day, but because I am going to the hair salon and I know that they're going to be having the blow dryer, the water, all this kind of stuff, I need to make sure that it's long-lasting because I do have band rehearsal tonight, so I want to make sure that this lasts, so I don't need to do a little retouch. And that's the other cool thing, when you do a layer like this, you do not need to retouch. You do not need to retouch. All right. So you can see just that little bit of either bronzing or contouring, whatever you want to call it, added dimension back into my face, and it make it as wide or as white. You can even use like a big powder puff brush when you're doing something like this powder bronzer. If you'd like to kind of sweep it into a bit more bigger of an area to make it more of a bronze. So if you're doing a contour that's more you're enhancing the shadows. And when you're doing more of a bronze, this is more making your face a little bit warmer, adding in some color and definition so you don't feel full out vampire. So let me know if you're tuning in still. I want to know, what are some things that you personally are looking forward to that are coming up? Is it the holidays? Is it seeing friends and family? Is it a new book release? Is it a new show? So I'm going to take some pressed powder because, as I said, I'm going to double layer. So I had my spray foundation on. That is my full coverage, feather light foundation. But because I'm going to the hair salon, I want to make sure I've really packed a lot of punch into it. So I'm just taking a little bit of this pressed powder. Plus what this is also going to do is it's going to mattify the shine under my eye bags and also on my pores, so you can't see the texture of that too much. Can you see that difference? Like here and here. So just a little bit of this pressed powder. And you can't use every pressed powder for this, I will say. Some of the more like cheaper, low quality ingredient pressed powders won't do this. Mine is a hydrating skincare infused pressed powder. I normally can't do pressed powders this time of year. I almost feel that it sometimes ages my skin a little bit more, but this one, because it is a hydrating pressed powder, instead it just kind of blurs those fine lines, blurs those pores, but still adds that hydration without actually making my skin look older. Looking forward to your crown cast. Thank you, Melanie. So episode 1, did you already get to listen to episode 1, Melanie? That did come out. All right, so let's do a little bit of blush. I know I had blush. There we go. So I actually, coming out tomorrow, I'm just going to give you a quick heads up. Coming out tomorrow, I'm coming out with a cream blush. I am so excited. It's like it's not necessarily called a cream blush. It's like a multi-purpose glow stick. So it's going to be blush. It's going to be lips. It's going to be all sorts of things. The closest thing that I'm going to be able to show right now is a lip butter, because I don't even have the brand new product. But I just want to share with you, when you have more of a cream-based blush product, it is going to give this nice kind of dewiness to your skin. So I'm just going to use this for now. You can do this with a lip butter, but the product that I have coming out tomorrow, it's going to be especially made for this. Blending a more creamy blush product with your finger is going to be best, because your finger is going to add a little bit of that warmth that you may want into it. You can, of course, use a brush. You can use a blending bud, but using your finger is really going to meld it beautifully into your skin. So see how nice? And it gives a little bit of that dewy aspect without necessarily highlighting all the pores and fine lines. So if this is something that you're going to want, you can even put the word blush below and I can let you know. Otherwise, you'll be able to go onto my site tomorrow after 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So this is going to be part of my bundle number 6. Bundle number 1 right now is skincare. It is to help you break away the makeup, the oil, the grime through a double cleansing product by my cleansing balm. It is my go-to, and I'm so sad because I haven't been able to demonstrate it for you because I ran out. I ran out last week. I ordered it, I think on Sunday, not even knowing that it was going to be on sale this week. Thank God I ordered it, but I'm thinking it's coming in tonight, and the sale does end at midnight. So sadly, I have not been able to make use of my showing it to you on camera, but I gotta tell you, it's like a daily used item. I absolutely love it. All right, so as you can see, doing more of like a creamy based blush, really great, nice and youthful to the skin. Absolutely, I love it. Let's see, I'm gonna finish things off nice and quickly because I do have to start heading out. So I'd love to know, what are you looking forward to? So Melanie's looking forward to my Keep Calm and Crown On podcasts. It is weird, I will say, doing, the podcast right now so soon after the Queen's passing. But on the flip side, like, The Crown was coming out anyway at this time. It's not like I chose to, decide to do this. So it'll be interesting to see how this season goes. And of course, as I said, after her recent passing, obviously a lot. I'm interested to see if the numbers, the interest in the show, because of course it's a show on Netflix and Blake and I podcast about it. It's a special podcast that's just for our Patreon community. So everyone can listen to the initial episode, the premiere episode of season 5, but the subsequent podcast episodes, they're actually a present for our patrons at jointhenerdclan.com. All of our other podcasts are free. But this one is just our very special thank you for people who donate, because people donate as little as $2 a month, and it truly supports like our studio, our website fees, our hosting fees for the podcasts, because our podcasts are kind of like PBS. They're listener supported. We're not part of a big podcast conglomerate. We don't have a sales team. We don't have, these people kind of breathing down our throats telling us what we have to say and what we can't say. So it's exciting in many ways, but it's also difficult financially to make sure that we can afford to keep the shows coming. So we are just ever so blessed to have our Patreon community at jointhenerdclan.com. So if you are a podcast listener of ours, just know that we are so grateful. And if you do want to become a member, you can. We actually have a special gift for listeners at the $5 level and up. You get a Christmas card, a holiday card from us. And then at I think it's $10 and up, you get a gift. So we're pumped. We are pumped about that. The gifts should be arriving soon to our house, and then we're going to ship them off. This right here is my Splash liquid lipstick. It's kind of like a lipstick and a lip stain. Super, super, super long wearing. This is the shade I'm blushing. It's a gray, pink, neutral shade. Once again, I'm looking kind of for that long wear since I'm going to the hair salon. Oh, my lashes. What am I doing? I did get a new eyeliner in. This is from my bundle number 3, I believe. Is it 3 or 4? 3. So it's a brand new liquid liner, and it's got this angled tip, which is supposedly great for winged eyeliner. So I'm going to try it out. I first want to curl these lashes just a smidge. So excuse me while I do that. And then this liquid liner will eventually be part of my core line at minutewithmary.com. So even though it's not on the site right now, it is going to be coming back. So I'm going to be able to have some time to really work on it, use it, see how it rocks and rolls, and be able to give you some great tips. But the reason that I'm excited about it is people who said that they have hooded eyes like I do, or more textured eyelids, that it dries quickly, kind of like the spray foundation does that I was telling you about. And so that way they're actually having great success. So I have a super enlarged mirror, and I'm going right at the base of my lashes. And I just do little strokes. A lot of people pull their eyelid, taunt, and then they try to draw across. My eyelid's, crepey and bumpy, but also I never like to add all that extra pressure to my eyelid. So instead I just do little marks to really get in on that lash line to make sure that it looks nice and full. I might try a little something that Blake has been asking me to try, but I was telling him, I said, I need my liquid eyeliner to come in. So sometimes I go up until where my iris starts, and sometimes I'll do the whole eye, sometimes I'll do the outer third, but he really wanted me to do an extra little inner wing. I might do that later. Oh my goodness gracious. Whenever I'm trying something brand new and I have to go out, I wait to do it later. I wait to do it until I'm just at home or I can quickly wash it off. But yeah, he saw this inner wing, inner little cat eye kind of thing, but in the inner portion of the lid from that show Love is Blind on Netflix. It's like a totally trashy reality TV show. If you've watched it, please let me know. But I sometimes watch it whenever I'm dealing with not being able to sleep. So when I had to go off of my medication recently, my insomnia started back up because I had to go off of that medicine that was helping me. And so I was like, all right, well, it's back to Love is Blind. And Blake started to watch a little bit with me. And one of the characters, if you have watched the show, it's Raven. Raven has this really cool kind of eyeliner style. And Blake's been like, I can't wait for you to try the Raven eyeliner. So he'll be excited that my liquid eyeliner arrived. So I am just going to try a little wing. I'm more confident with that. Oh, that is great. That is easy. That's awesome. And it is, so it's a liquid. It's not a gel. It's just like a marker, I guess is the best way that I would describe this. So I'm just doing little flicks. And once again, I have a hood to my eye. So just doing a little thing right there. If your crease kind of goes in the area and it gets sucked up, you can do what's called a bat wing. So I'll share that with you in the near future. I won't be able to do it necessarily today because I didn't realize I was going to be playing with this eyeliner today, but this is exciting. We'll see if I'm going to regret it. We'll see how it holds up with my getting my hair washed and blow dried in a moment. So I'll be able to report how it holds up for that kind of a situation. But yeah, I can definitely share some tips and tricks if you too have hoods to your eyelids and it makes you sad when you wear eyeliner. But I'm quite impressed with this so far. Not too shabby. And it's not stamping on my upper eyelid. That is a problem that I have with some liquid eyeliners, is that the hood of my eye touches it and then it just kind of stamps on it. So that's never good. All right, I'm going to finish this makeup with let's see, some setting powder. Where did I put you? Here you are. Here we go. This is my Prime and Set powder. This really locks your makeup in. It does give more of a matte finish, but because, once again, I'm going to be needing some long-lasting hold on to this makeup for going to the hair salon, I just am putting it, I'm not going to put it necessarily on my cheeks because I like that dewy aspect that I have from the lip butter, aka my faux cream blush that I'm putting on for today. But as of tomorrow, I'm going to have real cream blush, so I'm so excited. But this powder is a game changer if you are someone who doesn't like the texture of your skin. So pores, fine lines, if you have oily skin, the Prime and Set powder at Minute with Mary is outstanding. And then, once again, I told you, if you live humid environment, you need super duper long lasting wear. You're going to an event, a performance, a wedding. Using your setting spray throughout multiple steps of your makeup application is going to be super helpful. It's basically like hairspray for your face. So I do not necessarily do all these steps of priming and setting multiple layers every day, but I'm going to the hair salon, blow dryers, water, woman touching my face. It's someone who I don't even know. Someone new today, so I'm a little nervous and a little excited. The girl that I was supposed to see, they called and said she can't see me today, so I don't know if she's sick or who knows what. So I'll be working with somebody new, but that's always exciting to try things out. All right, I'm going to put on some mascara. It's going to be waterproof mascara, and I do keep my mascara when it's a little more on the older side of its shelf life. I keep it in my bra. You can keep it in a warm cup of water, but mascaras should not be used after 3 months of opening. Some people think that when I say 3 months, that's 3 months of consistent use. It is not. As soon as you open that tube and you put it on your little lashes, you start to allow bacteria to grow, and mascara, out of all of your makeup and skincare items, has the shortest shelf life. So you are going to want to make sure that if you got a mascara in the summer, you definitely need a new one. If you got your mascara even in the early fall, you're going to need a new one. And people may need a mascara sooner than the 3 months, depending upon how much they use it. You know, if they use it every day, if they like to use multiple layers of it. Here's another fun tip for you. If you get mascara on your hood or you make a mess, to hold a mirror below your chin and to apply it this way. I know a lot of us put our makeup on in the car mirror or in the bathroom, you know, looking straight on, but that is going to, the angle of it may be why you're making a mess. So if you can get a little handheld mirror and do it like this is going to give you the best success. However, if you don't have that choice and you have to do it looking straight on, car mirror, bathroom mirror, tilt your head back. Yes, you'll see the innards of your nose, but tilt your head back and do it like that. You will be less likely to make a mess on your face. All right, I'm putting, by the way, in case you're wondering, like, what is that white stuff? This is my lash primer. This right here is like my go-to for people who love mascara. If you already love mascara and you have not tried my lash primer, you gotta treat yourself. Gotta treat yourself if you have a daughter, niece, sister, mother, coworker, best girlfriend who wears mascara on a daily basis. This is what I would gift them. If you're just trying, like, I just want to give them like a little something, you should get them lash primer. I am telling you, there has not been a single person who has tried my lash primer who's told me they didn't like it. Most people, I need to like do a graph about it, come back and always get it. Other people, they may not, just because they don't even wear that much makeup. But what it does is it conditions your lashes. So it's going to be like a daily deep conditioning treatment. It's going to help them be longer and stronger and stay healthier. It's going to act like an extra grip. So if you're someone who traditionally has more oily lashes or your mascara flakes on your lids or underneath, a lash primer is going to give it that extra hold so it won't make that mess. If you're wearing waterproof mascara like I am right now, it actually protects your lashes, because waterproof isn't like the best mascara for the health of your lashes. It's a little strong for it. So when you have that barrier, it really, really helps, and it just gives the results of your mascara an upgrade, no matter what mascara you have. So if you already have a fabulous mascara, I'm telling you, you try this underneath and you're going to be like, I didn't even know this was possible with my natural lashes. It is bananas. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Don't forget, put a little hashtag hello lovely. It helps me know who is able to see this video, whether or not you are interested in the makeup. It's your way to be human. Give me a little high five over the internet, but it also helps boost my algorithm. Live videos right now aren't being seen that much on Facebook. Something's happening with the algorithm, but if you just comment, even if it's just hello lovely, that's your little way to say hi. It does mean a lot to me. If you've learned something in this video, whether it was about the anticipation helping combat stressful events, or if something in the makeup was something that helped you feel more confident, or you learned about it, please feel free to hit that little share button and to share it on your wall, in your stories, or with a friend. Sharing is caring, helps me meet other people, so I really appreciate you. And anything you saw me apply here today can be found at minutewithmary.com. I hope you have an amazing day. I have included a link for my items, for the form also if you want me to get in touch with you, and also a link directly for my liquid collagen if you wanted to give that a try. Anything on my site comes with a love it guarantee. If you do not absolutely love it, if you are not like blown away, you get your money back within 14 days of you getting it, and within 90 days, so that's like a season, that is 3 months. If you don't love it, you get product credit. So give things a try. Give things a try. If there's something that you're running out of at home, or you're getting a little low with in your makeup or skincare supplies, or you're not like in love with it, give something a try for me. Whether it's a lipstick, a mascara, a lotion, an eye cream, I would be more than happy to help you feel more fabulous this holiday season. All right, my friends, have a great day. Thanks for tuning into this Minute with Mary, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.